Here he comes. Like meta still works. Guys, I ratted them. I totally ratted them. They all got ratted. Why, hello there. Welcome back to another video. My name is Spectrum. I hope you enjoyed the little intro. Not all of it was ratting, but it's honestly pretty hard to get ratting clips on Factory because it's just so fast paced. All that aside, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, high five, welcome back. Hugs, kisses, all that nonsense. If you couldn't tell from the title and or the thumbnail of the video, this is going to be a really short rat guide to Factory. All the spots I know of, spots you can check, spots you can sit in. Doesn't matter. Just you use the knowledge and put it in your brain. Let's try and hit 50 likes on this video. If we can do it, that'd be great. If not, no harm, no foul. This one didn't take very much time to make. It was kind of pretty easy. Redundancy, blah, blah, blah. All the music in this video is brought by Airwing Marine. He is another content creator, so go check him out for sure. He's a great guy. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace. All right. To start off, I'm just gonna go over basically the best spots. I'm gonna do the best spots first, so if you don't care to watch the rest of the video after that, then be my guest, but you should not do that because then my watch time goes down and I hate you. I'm just kidding, I don't care. This is my favorite spot on Factory. You just stand up on these barrels, and then when somebody walks through this door, you shit down their neck. If they come from up top, most of the time they're looking either down here or down here, so you can kill them pretty easily there as well. The only issue is if they come from this side, I think they can see your legs before you can see them. I'm not sure though, but you still can see them when they can see you, so you can get the drop on them here too. It's a very nice spot. It's up in the office. You just get up here in this corner, and then when somebody comes in, you kill them. If you're up against an experienced player, they're gonna know that you're here, or they're gonna probably pre-fire through this door, because this door, you can just shoot through it, and you can get hit right through the door and killed. Another spot you can do is open this door, and then lay on the ground with like a KS-23, and then when somebody peeks it, you can just shoot their legs. You can drop down, and you can lay on them, and then like look around the rest of the map. It's not super great. When I rat Factory, it's mostly just in those spots in the office. Oh, actually, there's one that I forgot to show in the office. Uh-oh. My bones! And just stand behind this door. Look down, otherwise they can see your gun, and then you can alt look like that. Or if you have a melee, you can literally just stand here, and then when someone walks in, just pop! And then end their lives. I've done that to a few Alton boys back in the day. Know what time it is? It's time for the fun fact! Bear with me here, because you guys might actually learn something. So most people, when they think of diseases or sicknesses, they think bacteria, viruses, or maybe a fungus. But what if I told you that there was another option that is far spookier than the rest of them? Well, let me introduce you to the prion, or proteinaceous infectious particle. Try saying that one 10 times fast. Now, a prion disease is different from any other type of illness that we know of so far because it is just a misfolded protein in the body, just a chain of amino acids that decides that it doesn't want to behave in the way that our body has known it to behave for such a long period of time. It just decides, hey, I'm gonna do something different because fuck y'all. I say it decides, but it doesn't actually decide. They don't think, they're just proteins. The mechanism behind the misfolding of these proteins isn't highly understood. All we know is that it's more energetically favorable for them to misfold. That's why they do it. That's why when they come in contact with a healthy protein, they cause it to misfold because it adopts the new, more energetically favorable conformation. This is bad news for people because the new version, protein function is based on the shape. So if it changes its shape, it doesn't perform its old function. And in fact, the new shape of these prion proteins actually causes them to aggregate and make plaques in the body, destroying the tissue that they're in. And let's say this happens in brain tissue, which is where the prion protein is located. then you die. You get the brain rot, you get Alzheimer's, you get Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, you just die. No cure. Kaput. Over. Good news is these kind of prion diseases are very rare. Bad news is they are transmissible between species. You might have heard back in 2003 there was a breakout of sporadic Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in people because they had eaten some tainted meat that were tainted with bovine spongiform encephalopathy, which is the cow version of a prion disease, and people ate the meat, they got the disease, all of them died. Bad. More bad news, there's actually a relatively new version of this disease that's going around the cervid family, so deer, elk, moose, all that funky stuff, called chronic wasting disease, and it's spreading wildly throughout the deer population, and we don't really know if it's transmissible to other animals. This disease is super infectious. Like, it lingers in the environment for such a long time. They can just like piss on a leaf, and then months later another deer can lick the leaf, and then that deer will die in the future of chronic wasting disease. And maybe in the future it'll spread to pastures and cows will get this disease, and we already know that from cows it is transmissible to people, so this could be a big problem. There's a lot of research going into stuff like this. Sorry, this was a rather long one. I wrote a paper on this for one of my university classes. It's pretty interesting stuff. I hope you, I don't know, found it maybe a little interesting, and hopefully I didn't take up too much of your time. Okay, this next spot I've never actually seen anyone do, probably because it's really difficult to get into. But if you run and jump, you can land on that door and then jump on top of that shed there. There we go, we made it up. It is possible. You can get an XP bonus, and then you can just lay up here with whatever you want and shoot down there when they come to the extract. You can even see all the way down here. And if you die up here, there's no shot you're getting looted. You can look through the pipe and then peek if somebody comes from this way. But mostly you're just going to be sitting here with a KS-23 waiting to shoot someone that comes to the extract. Another couple spots in the extract. If you have a boost, you can actually get on top of this thing. I'm pretty sure you can't by yourself. Maybe if you popped a strength stim. Let me test actually. Tremadol does strength. No, I don't think you can get up there by your lonesome. You need the boost. People like to sit right here and camp it. I don't like to do that. I think it's more effective to lay behind this thing and lean out like this. Or just real, because people, when they look in here, they usually swing on that corner. So if you're laying here, then you have the advantage. So I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but I'm going to. Any of these rafters that you can get up into could technically be a rat spot. They're not super effective because, I mean, technically the whole area of factory is pretty well trafficked. It just doesn't work super well to be up here and bet on that to be your success. You might be able to walk along this. Yeah, you can walk along this and then stand here. This is a pretty off angle. Watch there, watch there. You can even see the ramp and the other ramp, so maybe this is not a bad spot in the rafters, but other than that, I think the rafters are kind of just mid. If you spawn in hot spawn and people are pushing you from that way and this way, you could just get up on one of these forklifts and play an off angle. I don't know if that's really considered ratting. I guess it is, because you're picking a spot and sitting. You could do it on any one of these. Here might not be the best because they could probably see your legs before you could see them. A spot that I like to sit is right here. You just jump on this, and then if someone pushes you from this side, you can see them right there, and they're not going to be pre-aiming up at this level more often than not. You can also get up on top of these spools right by the door. We were just on these forklifts. You just jump onto the end of the spool there, right below, onto the pipes, and then up here. And then you can, I guess you could KS-23 from here. You could do anything. You could have a grenade launcher if you want. Another spot, I wouldn't recommend sitting here because it's pretty easy to die, but if you spawn right here, you could lean out and shoot somebody when they come out of hot spawn, because normally Actually, most of the time they just run by to check if someone's here, so I wouldn't recommend this, but it is an option that sometimes catches people off guard. And then you can actually throw nades up through this door and or spray people through the door. This door is entirely wall bangable. You can see through it right here too. So if someone goes to loot the filing cabinets, you can get an angle on them. Below us, you can jump off of this staircase on top of here and crouch in this corner. And if you get a good spawn, it might be worth, because people on factory, they're looking for PvP, right? So if you bring a couple flashbangs and just throw them out over here and then sit, wait for the carnage. You can also see up into the office. That's the office hole right there, so someone peeks that, you can get a good angle on them, and nobody's going to be looking here right off the bat. So if you land your first shot, you're going to kill him. Jesus, why are words hard? On top of this tanker that's hanging from a crane, and this is in the expansion, you just come up these stairs, run along here, and then jump from here down to here, and you can just lay down up here. I think you can spin a full 360, yes you can. You can shoot med tent. You can see the hallway, elbow there, and you can also see this other hangar gate. Another spot you can sit is up on top of this, I don't know what it is. It's like the little metal platform in the expansion. You just run up the stairs here, jump onto the railing, and then sideways jump onto this thing, and you can just crouch here. So there's hot spawn forklift, and you can crouch jump up onto this box, and then if you stand up, you can have an off angle on someone, I guess. I don't know if I'd sit here because, I mean, Factory is kind of a fast and loose map. There's not a lot of opportunity for ratting. That's why I normally just go sit in like the high traffic areas and sit there for like maybe 35 seconds, and then if no one shows up, I leave. This is underneath the expansion. You can jump up this little terror group thing and land on this box, and then you can see down that hallway, and from the ramp. And that's basically it for Factory. Perfect timing, because the raid timer just ran out. Welcome to the end of the video. That's all I've got for you today. Like I said, very small map, not a lot of spots to sit. Honestly, I wouldn't even recommend doing it. I just made the video because, I mean, what the fuck else am I gonna do? It's a map, and it's in the game, so why not? Hope you guys enjoyed it or learned something. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe for future Tarkov content. And with that being said, Godspeed. Bye.